somewhere only we know.
Alright. It's 50 degrees outside and almost 100 degrees in here. So we've been doing a lot of gardening videos yet, and we're going to continue to do a lot of those type of videos, but today I wanted to take the topic of our videos to the inside of our tiny house. I'm getting condensation dropping on my head. Like many of you, we've been stuck inside the house during this whole pandemic, but we've been trying our best to make the best use of this time as we can. And spending more time in the house, we've realized some shortcomings in our kitchen area, which had become very cluttered. So we decided to make some changes to make the space more efficient for all of us. And that's what we're going to talk about today, so stick around for some small space solutions that might benefit anybody who has a small apartment or small kitchen space, not even, you know, somebody who lives in a tiny house. So when we first moved into our house, it was a blank slate. We have a Galley Kitchen with our designated cooking area only 2 feet deep and 3.5 feet long. So not very much cooking space. We started out using an electric double burner stove top that worked very well for a while, but we eventually realized that we only needed one single burner and rarely ever had two things on the stove at the same time. So we upgraded to this induction cooktop that has been amazing because it is not only more efficient, but also forced us to downsize our pots and pans because it only works with pots and pans that are magnetic on the bottom. So we got rid of the ones that didn't work with it. We also added these magnetic spice shakers that attach perfectly to the fridge for easy access for spices when we're cooking. But still we needed some more storage for our spices and oils we use for cooking. So we found this bamboo spice rack on Amazon that Lucy helped me put together. It fits perfectly here in front of our window on the counter and doesn't take up much counter space at all. It's only 4 inches deep, and the way it utilizes the vertical space is just perfect. Now it feels like we have a lot more space to use when we're cooking in the kitchen. You gonna help me with this next part? On the other side of our kitchen, it was a total mess. We were constantly playing catch-up, trying to keep up with the endless pile of dirty dishes, and even when we'd finally cleaned them all, they were still sitting on the other side of the sink drying, and still made the area look cluttered. Put up so many shelves for open storage that they ended up being full of things we barely used, and the whole space became an eyesore. So I thought I found the solution that would open things up a bit more, and to do that we had to scrap everything. So we tore down all of the shelving and gave the walls a fresh coat of paint. I also purchased this stainless steel dish drying rack from Amazon. It wasn't too hard to put together either. I think this would be a great addition for anyone who lives in a small space, like a studio apartment, or anyone just with a small kitchen space, because it really makes things more functional. And now we not only utilize more vertical space in the kitchen, we were forced to remove items that we didn't use anymore or didn't fit on this rack, and we made awesome progress on creating a more functional, minimalist kitchen for our family. I cut a piece of live edge wood that I had originally intended to use for another project, but I never did, so I decided to finally put it to good use. I gave it a little bit of mineral oil and beeswax, and got some supplies to add some industrial pipe to the wall to give it a nice look. And we created this, I would call it a Pinterest-worthy shelf for our microwave. I think it turned out really nice.
Oh, remember, Mommy does the first one, and then you do the next one.
What are you making, Lucy?
Bread.
Bread?
Yeah.
You gotta push it out. Squish it.
Show me how you do it.
This.
You pushing it with your fingers? You making a smiley face? You squish it?
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
You like bacon?
Oh. Let's take away.
Mm-hmm.
You leaving your mark? Hope they taste good.
I guess we'll find out.
Water,
Water.
salt,
Salt.
and baking soda.
So that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you're interested in any of the things that we used in this video, I'm going to post links to those in the description box, and also I'm going to link a corresponding blog post on our website at onceuponatinyhouse.com, and I'll leave a link to that below as well. And these videos aren't particularly easy to make when you're a novice and know nothing about video editing like me. So, you know, if you want to show some love and leave some comments or some likes on this video, I would appreciate it. You know, even if you want to comment and tell me that it sucks, I suck, I'll take the comments. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Are you
recording Daddy?
That's a tiny house.
This is like more of like a podcast, I think,
Mommy,
that you're
that's
doing.
Tiny house.
Tiny house? I live in a tiny house.
Mommy too.
I live in a tiny house.
Oh, listen.
Oh, I hear it.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Dad.
Lucy, is this our tiny house?
Yeah. Oh.
What?
Bubble.
We do live in a bubble, don't we?